I would say that the inclusive way of discussing this is for the full and effective participation of indigenous peoples in the international forums, where these discussions should be taking place and where the governance discussions need to take place. Because this was not a question that we had been discussing at all. I know that there has been previously discussed, at least in some way, under the Convention on Biodiversity, Biological Diversity. But despite of that, it has, to my knowledge, not been up for discussion that much. And this is something that we also raised when we started discussing this, that we see the need for a global discussion on this topic because of the potential of course, the potential of new technology being part of the solution, but also the consequences of these technologies if they were to be developed and used. And we raised our voices in this discussion, not because we would be more affected if it was to be used, but that we would also be affected. And we raised our voice and started discussing this because we, of course, have a right to air our concern about and also our views of what is needed in the climate change discussion. What should we be doing? But also out of a sense of responsibility that we as indigenous peoples, as peoples among other peoples of the world, we are in this crisis together. And we all have a responsibility to bring our solutions to the table, our knowledge about what should be done and not. And what is happening now worldwide is that indigenous peoples are being kept out of contributing to these discussions. And this is, I would say, this is a limitation to the climate change discussions, because indigenous peoples, as other peoples of the world, have so much to contribute to these discussions, and there is a need for including different voices and also indigenous peoples when we are discussing both technology development, but also other climate action. And unfortunately, we are still in the discussion of discussing and arguing for the right for full and effective participation. And that is something that we need to get beyond that.